Hi guys, good morning. It's Paula. I hope you are doing well. Today is going to be my 4-month update for the panning games. This is a Fantastic Ladies collaboration. If you haven't caught my intro to this project in particular, you should go and watch it. I'm gonna link the full playlist in the cards above because this was a little bit of a complicated project. We had to put 50 items in a box and we had 30 seconds to randomly pull 24 items out of the box, and that was what we're panning. It is a year-long project. For me personally, I chose untouched eyeshadow palettes because I have over 50 of them. At least I had. I probably still do have. So yes, this project for me is not a traditional panning project. The focus of this project for me personally is to get some use out of so many of the untouched eyeshadow palettes that I own. And I've been picking 2 a month, and my goal is to use them at least one time so that they cannot be called brand new, never touched eyeshadow palettes. For the past month, these 2 palettes are the 2 that I have had in rotation. The Naked Ultimate Basics palette, which is stunning, and another stunning palette, the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself palette. I probably only used this Naked Ultimate Basics palette 3 times during the month. This wasn't a high priority. There is 2 dark brown shades in my Pan That palette, so if I needed a dark shade, I went for my Pan That palette instead of this. I use this kind of gray blue shade the most, but I wish I could have gotten some more use out of this, but it is definitely not brand new anymore. You could see that several of the shadows have some use, and so that makes me feel a little bit better because it's a great palette with great matte shadows. I just haven't gotten around to enjoying it the way I should, but at least it's not brand new anymore. The real star of the show this past month was this Tarte Make Believe in Yourself palette. The hype is real. I have so many friends that have raved about this palette over and over and over again. It smells divine. I don't know what the smell is. I mean, I guess you'd describe it as vanilla cookie. It has that vanilla cookie smell, or like a sugar cookie. It's really good. But besides the wonderful smell, this palette is a shimmery eyelid lover's dream. It didn't matter which shade I used. I had a shimmery eyeshadow to pop onto my eyelid every day of the week. I probably used this more like 5 to 10 times, which is not nearly enough. I am really sad to see this go. Basically, the look that I kept doing over and over and over again was taking my blue eyeliner that's in my Birthstone Beauties Project pan, lining my eyes and kind of drawing out an outer V with the blue, and then taking any one of these shimmery shades, popping it on my entire eyelid, even on top of the blue, using this in the crease, this in the inner corner, done. It didn't matter which shadow I used. I didn't really use this orangey one because I didn't think it went as well, but I loved using it with this shade Crystal. Obviously the blues and purples, the green, and this taupey color called Trance all worked really well on top of that blue eyeliner. I actually filmed an eye look because I'm not using either of these palettes today. Unfortunately, I have something else going on, so I had to do this eye look for today. But I did film an eye look, and I'm going to include it at the end of this video so you could see kind of how these shadows worked. They're very shimmery. I always applied them with my finger. It's perfect. In fact, I'm going to miss this palette so much now that this month is over, that I've already decided that for my other project that I just did an intro for, the Pan in Every Palette project, the second I have a pan showing and I can roll that palette out, this one's gonna be the one that rolls back in because it is so much fun. I really love it. Okay, today's December 1st. That means it is time for 2 new palettes to bring in to rotation and use at least once during the month of November. Once again, I have thought really hard about just taking a pass on this month because I have so much going on. I really want to give my Pan That palette every opportunity that I can, and I don't want to be too distracted, but I thought, you know what? I could use them once. I could use them one day in the month of December. So the two palettes I picked are smaller palettes, and they're both great. I'm excited to use them both. Well, I'm assuming they're great. I've never used them. Let me show you what they are. The first one is the Too Faced Boudoir Eyes. It's in the tin can that's magnetic, or container. And it looks like this. It's a very kind of, there's not a lot of mid-tones. You got light and you got dark, and it's kind of a cool toned smoky palette. Some of the shades that are calling my name are probably these four down here, along with this purpley one. I hope that actually looks purple. Sometimes I see these purpley shades and they look so beautiful in the pan, but they don't translate onto the eyes the way I thought they would. This dark brownish blackish one with the gold glitter is probably not going to get touched because I have a brown shadow, a dark brown shadow with glitter in my Pan That palette, so I'm not going to reach for that at all. But hopefully if I get in the mood for a few cool tone looks, I will pull this out and play around with it. The second palette that I've chosen for this month is my Makeup Geek palette. This is the one called In the Nude. It looks a lot like the Manny MUA palette, but this one's the In the Nude one. It's just a really nice palette of 9 neutral shadows, kind of warm neutral. I bought this off of Haute Look when Makeup Geek was on Haute Look. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with this palette, but I've been panning a neutral palette all year long, so I haven't reached for this once. There are 2 foiled shadows in this palette that I actually already own the singles to. This one is called In the Spotlight, and this one is called Grandstand. These are very foiled, gorgeous shadows. And yes, I have 2 of them because I have these 2 and I have 2 singles. So I already know that I love those. I love these warm brown shades. These 2 rows right here are really calling my name. These 3 not so much, but that's okay. So yeah, hopefully I will get to try these out, even if it's just once over the next month. And that is it. I'm gonna play the clip of the eye look that I did. I did this eye look earlier in the week and I filmed it, so I'm gonna shoot to that clip now. I hope you enjoy watching it. I'm going to be doing an eye look today using these 2 palettes. I have really enjoyed pairing them together and using this one with other shadows. It's been going well, so let's get into it. I'm going to take this Morphe M433 brush and work the shade Myth, which is the matte shade, into my crease and transition area first. What a pretty transition shade. I love this. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. I have found that this look that I keep doing over and over makes good use of my MAC Auto de Blue eye pencil that's in my Birthstone Beauties. So the next step is to kind of line my eyes with the blue eyeliner and define my outer V with this blue eye pencil. Okay, that's just about where I want it. Next, I'm gonna go into the Naked Ultimate Basics palette. I'm gonna use my pencil brush and I'm gonna go in with this dark grayish blue called Magnet and kind of continue defining my outer V. Nothing makes you realize how asymmetric your face is like putting on eyeshadow. Jeez. This eye looks funny. Which is why I'm gonna go back out with that transition shade and blend the two shades together a little bit more. Okay, I'm satisfied. All right, now that is the base for the eye look that I keep doing over and over. Then what I can do, or what I have been doing, is pick any of these shades around the wheel that are shimmery and bright and add them on my eyelid. For a pop of color, it doesn't matter. They all work. So for today, I think I'm gonna do Fairy, this purple one right here. So I'm gonna apply Fairy all over the lid. I'm just gonna apply it with my finger. And then just on the very inner corner, do I wanna do the green or the pink? I think I'm gonna do the green, this Marvel shade right here with just my pinky and just get the very inner quarter of my eyelid, just right there. Yep, that's what I was going for. Okay, very happy. Now I'm gonna take this center highlight shade. Doesn't have a name, but it's just a very pretty shimmery highlight, and place that on my inner tear duct area right there. And I'm gonna dust a little bit of that on my brow bone. I do have a brow bone highlight on already, but this one will really make it pop even more. Just like that. I love playing with these shadows. They are so beautiful. All right, I am gonna go back into the Naked Ultimate Basics and I'm gonna dust a little bit of, I think I'm gonna mix some of these like mid-tone purpley grayish colors together and smudge them out on my lower lash line. Okay, that's the finished, ow, I just pinched myself. That is the finished eye look, and I'm gonna add some eyeliner and mascara, and I'll be back with the finished look. So this is the finished look. I've really been loving it. Like I said, it doesn't matter which pop of color I place on the eyelid, they all work. But that's kind of how I've been wearing these two palettes throughout the month. So yeah, I like it. Okay, that is it for today. I will see you guys back in a month to discuss how these two palettes went for this month and what the next two palettes will be for next month. Yes, all right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.